The other way to whisper, and I don't know if you can do it, maybe on mobile or not, I don't know, is type /W and then a person's name and then what you want to whisper them. But it's not a big deal for me to hit a button to post in chat. It's all good. All good. /W. Dude, you saw that of me and Tony? Wow. Wow. No, I don't watch the squad, no. I don't really watch. Let's see. I don't watch anybody game on YouTube or Twitch hardly at all. I barely watch Twitch anymore. Yeah, definitely don't watch anybody game on YouTube. I used to watch a ton of gaming. That's what got me into like doing this stuff. But once I started, I just like quit watching everything else. Mostly right now, all I watch on YouTube is like farming related content, like, you know, the farming channels. I don't really, I mean, if Roman uploads a video, I watch that, but that's it for like vlogs. I used to watch a ton of vlogs too. I actually created my first YouTube account so I could subscribe to a vlogging channel that I'm still subscribed to today. So that was like a lot of years ago. I still remember the thumbnail of the first video of that guy that I clicked on that I is still sub to after like all these years. And I still watch him occasionally because he still posts like vlogs. So
We're going to be planting in the big field.
I don't know. I don't care. I know, Sarge, you got a plant idea for like the map?
Nope.
All right.
I started here dropping weed in this field.
Which one are you? Hey, well, let's plant north of the tracks and wheat. And then we'll plant south of the tracks and something else. I don't know.
Oiled sea radish. Got
All right, let's do it. Lit. Concentration to park this thing, I'm telling you. They're not quite wide enough for these cultivators, but like it works. We're not doing sugarcane. No, we're not. We're not doing that. Okay. Yeah, I'm not. I've tried watching.
Field, that'd be one thing.
Yeah.
Field, no.
Wow. I've tried watching him in the past. I don't care for him, I'll be honest. So I don't watch him. Alright, I'm gonna go up to 1 and get that knocked out real fast. The painful process that it is to get there.
I mean, you really could just use the barn planters since that plants everything.
Ah.
You do 1 and 12.
Make it happen. Yeah, 12 I can barely turn around in. To be completely honest. Oh boy. I think I hit the ditch at the wrong angle. Just throwing it out there. Making it work. All right. And to be honest, guys, like the channels I do want to watch, I don't keep up. I'm a bad YouTube viewer, you know? That makes sense? Hey, Sean, it happens, man. It happens. Like, I know, like, Mike Mitchell, really like his YouTube channel. Very interested in what he's doing. It's insane, like, farming from what I'm used to. I'm probably 2 months behind on his channel right now. So one of these days I'll just start watching him again and kind of skip ahead, you know? So. There's a couple I'm current with, though. I try to stay current on a few of them.
millennial.
I like his videos, but sometimes, you know, they're like too commercial-y for me. Like they're basically just a commercial for whatever product, and it's like, okay, I'm just kind of done. And that's why I quit watching Coldest Cornstar. I stopped watching him altogether. It's too much. Just, hey, this is a commercial. Hey, I'm making money. Look at me, I'm making money. Nah. To me, you should have if you're doing a YouTube channel about farming, it should be about farming and not like how much money you're making all the time.
Like Larson.
Like, don't get me wrong, money's part of it, but like, I don't know. I do watch Larson. I really enjoy Larson.
Oh yeah, especially it's like when you live nearby them and you
know where they're at.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm current with Larson's and Brian's farming videos. I really like Brian. Bob's the best. His dad, he's great. $10,000 bales a day. Oh my. A lot of bales. A whole lot of bales. Yeah. And a lot of the like stuff I watch, like I started watching this Ivers farm. I think is how you, Ivers, something like that. I watched a couple of their videos because Dad watches them, and then it gives us something to talk about, you know. So that's kind of, yeah. That's who else did I start watching because of him? Oh, Mike Mitchell was another one I started watching because of Dad. There's a few that I've watched because of Dad, because he watches YouTube a lot, so. Yeah, they were just talking about him. I don't care for him, so I don't watch him. I'll be honest. I don't care for him. And I guess I haven't really given him a fair shot, probably, because like the only really that I've seen of him was on like Cole's videos, and I just didn't really care for him. So yeah, I don't know. I probably should have given him a shot, but it's hard to keep up with the YouTube I want to watch, and so if I'm gonna watch YouTube, it's gonna be something I really want to watch, you know. Gotcha. Like, I'm all about Live on Patrol, and it's so hard to catch up with them, like, because they're live, like, Fridays and sometimes Saturday nights, which is when I'm live, so I can't watch them live. But I do enjoy going back and watching them. It's just, it's hard to get through that in a week, you know? Just say it.
Sometimes I just, like, rather watching past live streams.
Yeah.
Because then you can just skip through the boring parts.
There's no boring parts here, Rox. What are you talking about?
I don't say I watch yours back.
You don't watch my content at all, right?
I'm always here, so why would I rewatch it?
Fair play. I mean, fair play. And no, I get that sometimes with Live on Patrol, because like when they're buffering real bad, like sometimes it's better just to watch it after, because you don't see the buffer, it just skips ahead. And it's like, oh, they must have been buffering. Okay, whatever. So yeah, that actually kind of makes sense. Because they, of course, they're not recording theirs and then posting them. They're posting them right from YouTube Live. So, yeah. Live on Patrol is the two cops that are, well, one's not technically a sworn officer right now, but the other one is the sheriff of Ramsey County up there in Minnesota. Yes, they're both in their, I think they're both in their 60s. He's been sheriff for like 12 years or something. He's been sheriff a long time up there. He got, oh, what's his name? Bob, oh God, what is his name? Bob, I can't think of his last name right now. What is his name? Anyway, yes, it's the two older cops, yes. Actually, the other one, he's supposed to be, like, taking his test again to be a sworn officer. I guess he, like, let it expire or whatever, because he's technically an analyst with the sheriff's department, so he's not, like, a cop, but he is kind of a cop still, but not, I don't know. They really do seem like good people, you know? They really do seem like good people. A lot of their stories and stuff, like, it's Yes, Bob the Builder. Yes, Leonard. Thank you. Yes. Yes, Bob the Builder.
We can all say that the older Bob the Builder is the best Bob the
Dude,
Builder.
this new Bob the Builder, not about it.
No.
I've seen like 3 seconds of it, and I was like, nope, give me the old Bob.
Even the theme song is like totally wrong.
What? They changed the theme song?
Oh, not the theme, the intro.
Oh, man.
Bob the Builder, like it just repeats Bob the Builder. Can you fix it? Yes.
Building and fixing is so much fun. I mean, you got to have that, right? Like, come on.
It doesn't even look like the original Bob the Builder.
Not at all. Yeah. Very, very disappointing. Very.
You can all say the classics are better than the remakes.
Yeah. Thanks, Leonard. Appreciate you. But yeah, no, Live on Patrol is great. I really enjoy. And actually, you guys will never, like, those of you that have been around a while, you guys will never guess, like, somebody actually reached out to me. They sent me an email with a link to Live Hub Patrol, like, hey, I think you would like this. Those of you that have been around a long time, you'll know this name, but you would never guess that he would have reached out to me. At least I wouldn't have thought that he would reach out to me. It was Tree Cutter. The old Tree Cutter 99 reached out. He sent me an email, and he's like, hey, I think you'd like this. And
About him.
I know.
I never heard that name.
Yeah. So I don't know if he like lurks or I have no idea, but yeah, he's the one that sent me an email about Live on Patrol. And I watch it constantly now, so appreciate it, Tree. If he's just listening. I doubt it, but you never know. Yeah, Tree used to be around like all the time.
Oh yeah.
He's the one I convinced to use a leaf blower to clean his computer once.
Really?
Yes. He's like, I need to clean my computer. I was like, you got a leaf blower? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right. Next day, I got like a video of him leaf blowing his computer out.
I just see the dust fly.
Oh, it was, Love it. They said follow. Appreciate you. Welcome on in. How's it going?
I could remember Tree always messing around with the FBI truck on Cherry Hill.
Tree and Snow really like that truck too. Like way too much. So yeah, it was good times, man.
The siren was the best. When you're just doing nothing.
There's like out come mine, all of a sudden there's a siren behind you. What?
And the tent.
The tent was so weird.
You would just see that thing just moving along the field.
Yeah. Yeah, very strange. But I guess it was a fun mod. People seem to like it, so is what it is. Alright, so they claim this year, by the way, this popped in my head randomly. They claim there's going to be a fireworks shortage. Okay. Now, if you guys recall, last year at 4th of July, you know, I was streaming from here in the garage. And, like, it was, you know, playing gunshot or firework every night. So if there's allegedly a shortage, like, how short are they going to be? Like, am I still going to have to play gunshot or firework? Probably will.
I mean, over this past weekend, there was my local fireworks stores had fireworks.
Really?
Yeah, they were selling them.
See, that's crazy that you have fireworks stores. We don't have those.
But we have the one. And
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
for being a small town, it's actually pretty good price.
We do have them, but we have to drive like 45 minutes or an hour. Actually, it's more of an hour to get to the closest one.
See,
and then, like when you're there, you have to like sign a waiver that you're not going to shoot them in Missouri because they're technically illegal this time of year. So you have to sign a waiver that you're not going to shoot them in Missouri.
Oh, out here? At night, you would just hear explosions. You look out your window, oh, it's somebody's fireworks.
July 4th is a Sunday this year, Sean? Interesting. Yeah, I won't be streaming that night, that's for sure. I guess we're gonna go to fireworks in town. I don't know if I don't even know if our town's having them this year. I mean, they had them last year, I think. I would assume they'd have them this year.
In my town, it's like you pay the permit, which is like, no, it's a free permit, but if you get caught without it, you pay like a fine, which is like $20 or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's per day. It's not like all in total. It's if you're fined,
I
$20
got you.
per day.
Huh.
And it's as long as like you sign a piece of paper saying if I go beyond the time limits or
Mhm.
stuff, you get fined.
Like cause
Or if I don't,
damage.
yeah, or if you don't clean up, which is a big thing,
Sure, sure.
because there's little kids that just love those firecrackers and just throw them out in the street and never clean them up.
Yep.
And say I was one of them.
People don't realize, like, after you shoot a bunch of fireworks, like, how much debris there is. There is so much stuff that comes back down. This is Griffin, Indiana. Fantastic map available on the mod hub and on console. Great map.
Yeah, what I don't get is like I saw one video of these two kids. They put two mortars
Oh, God.
into the tube. One was flipped upside down,
Oh, no.
and one was right side up. He lit the one that was upside down first.
Oh. That's got bad idea written all over it.
Well, even having two in there has a bad idea.
Yeah,
Put
no,
their
you don't do that.
Upside down, and then he lit the top one first.
Oh, man.
Yeah, let's say
That
that.
tube blew up.
Oh, yeah.
Man. That's crazy. We actually, like, used to take the mortar tubes and screw them down to a piece of wood.
Oh.
And then we would put a cinder block on that piece of wood so they couldn't tip over. We might have had a couple bricks tip over one time and shoot into our shed, so, you know.
Oh, we just put ours in a bucket and hope for the best.
Yeah, good idea.
No, and then it's like normally we have a bucket full of water.
Yeah, they would always have a hose nearby.
Hose or something in water.
See, we had to quit doing fireworks because, like, they plant wheat right in front of the farm now. Not this year, but, like, so next year it'll be wheat. And, like, it's been harvested by the 4th. And then there's always late soybeans about an inch tall out there, or 2 inches tall. So it's like, I'm not going to kill their soybeans to light some fireworks, you know? I don't think they would be happy if I burned 100 acres of soybeans up, you know? I feel like I'd probably get a lawsuit for that one, you know? Just saying.
It's like in my town for the 4th of July weekend, you can shoot all week.
Yeah, they give you, like, I think it's 2 or 3 nights here. What they actually give you here. What the heck did I just hit? Nothing? Okay, cool.
So like normally, every day except for the 4th, you just hear the little bottle rockets and the little crackers and small stuff.
Let's see.
4th, there are times where some of our neighbors, we just have firework wars. Who can have the loudest firework or the brightest or whatever.
The 4th is on a Sunday, which means Friday and Saturday are going to be insane for fireworks, probably. If I had to guess. That'll be fun. That'll be real fun. Right. Sarge, do you have GPS on, or? Now you're doing an edge, but what's your width? For rocks, what's your width?
100.50.
I'm going around something here.
Yeah, I noticed you were doing edge work. I just didn't know if you happened to have it up or not. I'll knock this little field out, then we can coordinate.
100.7.
100.7. Okay. Nah, Sean, I'll probably be here. I mean, I don't foresee us doing a lot. Like, usually 4th of July in St. Louis, it's so stinking hot that you don't want to do anything outside anyway. I mean, Dad'll be off that Saturday. Or no, Dad probably won't get off all day Saturday. They might be closed Monday, but I doubt it. His work doesn't really like to. I know, like, technically the federal holiday for the 4th, they'll like Monday, all the banks will be closed and stuff. Monday's like the bank holiday, you know. But where Dad works, they might be open. You never know. They may not, though. I don't know. The owners of the company can't decide, like, you know, oh, we need to buy lawnmowers. Nah, we don't need to have lawnmowers to sell. It's fine. So they're those kind of owners. Yeah, but they bought a new excavator. Yeah. I don't know why, but I feel like I need to like dig a hole at the farm now just because they have a new excavator I can play with. Frank, what's going on?
Got to test out the new toys.
Well, see, they have a rental like yard as part of their like lawn and garden, you know, and they also do rental. But like they have driven that rentals business into the ground, and like you know, like with rental, you constantly have to be buying stuff, and you need to like keep your stuff for a couple of years maybe, and then sell it and buy new. Because people don't want a broken down piece of junk to go rent. They want something that's fairly new and fairly nice, and it's gonna work.
Yeah.
And they just have junk that they rent, and like it's just garbage. I can't tell you how many times like the owner will have to go pick up like a dead skid steer, or the man lift broke and somebody got stuck in the air, and he has to go out there and help them down, and like just all this stupid stuff. And yeah, it's nonstop with that place. It's just, they need to just get rid of the rental altogether and focus on like lawnmower sales and service, and just be done with rental. Rental has not made money in like 15 years. So I don't know how you keep putting money into it.
Yeah.
Like they bought 2 skid steers, and nobody around here wants a wheeled machine. The only time of year anybody around here uses a wheeled machine is for pushing snow. And they bought a tract and a wheeled machine, and then their tract machine engine blew up like 6 months out of warranty, of course. And yeah, it's just sitting there still. So, but I think they probably have more equipment that's like, quote, checked out to maintenance, or yeah, checked out to like service, as in like it's broken, than they do stuff they actually rent. It's
Wow.
kind of insane. So, all right, Pepper, enjoy your mow day. We'll catch you. I think that might be what Carson's doing today too. Well, he said he had to earlier, so
Yeah, but isn't it still wet for them?
I don't know. You don't really need it to be that dry if you're using like a 21-inch lawnmower, you know? Start getting into bigger stuff, you need it to like dry up.
Oh yeah. It's like now, it's like every week I have to mow twice a week. When we had rain,
Yeah.
twice a week. And of course I do it on the hottest days. Mainly I do it on Sunday and like Wednesday.
Yeah.
Just because that's like when Thursday it's like I'm always busy. Wednesday I'm not.
Mm-hmm. Frank got a flat tire. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, there's definitely times of the year we have to cut twice a year. Or what are we probably should cut twice. It doesn't always happen, you know?
Well, yeah, I have to mow. I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Like technically this past week we did cut my grass here at the house twice in a week, but now we won't cut. Like I cut it Saturday. I probably won't cut it again until like mid next week. Like, you know, Tuesday, Thursday next week. This is the hope anyway. I don't mind it getting a little tall. Whatever. It doesn't bother me.
I just can't stand some people where they let the grass long enough that it starts to seed.
Yeah.
There's one house just up the hill for me. Pass it every day. I just look at it and like, I can't.
Well, some of that grass goes out to seedwood. It's really, really short though too.
Oh no, this is like good.
Yeah, like 3 foot tall.
Almost.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't do that. At that point, you're mowing like hay, you know?
At that point, it's like you have to get the weed whacker out because your lawnmower is gonna clog every.
You gotta have a real lawnmower, boy. Come on, a real lawnmower.
Well, like this family, they don't have a big yard, so they're probably having like a 21-inch push,
Yeah, that is a nightmare.
and it's on a light grade,
Oh,
so it's a nightmare. But and just doesn't look good.
yeah. Back in the day, the neighbor behind me here, it obviously wasn't the same owner, and he just did not maintain his yard at all. And so, like, the one, once in a while he would cut. He'd be out there with a 21-inch lawnmower set as high as it would go, and he would kill it like 30 times in his front yard. It was terrible.
I don't know how people can just let their yard go. Doesn't your town have like a city ordinance to have?
Yeah,
be
we do, but like,
people enforce it? No.
no, they do. They definitely do enforce it, but a lot of times it's like somebody has to snitch. Like, there's usually not just like the code enforcement guys driving around. I mean, and they might, but not too much. You don't just see them patrolling neighborhoods, And don't get me wrong. I mean, I guess they do a little bit, but usually they don't really like patrol too much, Mowing really cuts into your golf game. I'm sorry, Leonard. Sorry. You should buy a goat and tie it up in your yard, and boom, you don't have to cut anymore. It'll eat it all for you. Yeah.
It's also nice about my town or my state. They let you have chickens if you live in town.
So we could too, but like the chicken coop has to be so many feet from each property line.
Yeah.
So if we put it like right behind our house, in the middle of in the middle of the house, but right behind, like, we could have it. And there is actually a yard up around the corner. They have chickens.
Ours just has to be in your property. They don't care where you place it. But then it's like you can only have a limit on chickens, so that limits your coop.
Yeah, I don't know if they have limits here. I have no idea. But
ours is like 8 or 6. It's pretty low.
Gotcha. The house up around the corner, I think, like, all the neighborhood dogs, like, took care of most of their chickens for him. But that's actually the idiot with the motorcycle. He's the one that has chickens up there. So, yeah. I don't particularly care for him at all, but I haven't heard him on his motorcycle lately, actually. And I say that, now all I'm going to hear is that guy on his motorcycle, right?
Well, just remember, we're in spring. It's not summer yet, so that guy has all spring through fall to ride his motorcycle.
Yeah, don't worry, he probably will. As an idiot. Right? Yep.
Yep.
I definitely need a goat, Leonard. Big goat guy, You could have, like, fresh goat milk every morning with your Fruit Loops, I don't know. Leonard, yeah, I don't know if Leonard's a Fruit Loop guy. They're good, but I don't know. Definitely good. Gaming Sam, what's going on, man? How's it going? Welcome in. By the way, I've been that bad person. I haven't been using GPS. Shame.
Oh, good.
I figured as small as this field is, like, it doesn't take as long to do a fill-in pass, So, it is what it is. Definitely in the big field, though.
Oh, yeah. And even that, I really just.
Yeah.
I'm
Go back and start over. Run, run, run. Faster. Turn off the hydros, you know. Kill the fans. Get a lot more speed that way. Use the horsepower for the tractor, not for the seeder, you know.
It feels so slow once you go from the cultivators to the seeders.
Mm-hmm.
5 miles an hour feels way different.
It hits different. It do be hitting different. Speaking of grass being out of control, right? My sister's one friend, who we've all known forever, and like her and her husband, they just bought a house. And so Dad and I found out about it, and we're like, "Hey, where's it at?" So Dad had like customers in this particular neighborhood from way back in the day. So Dad was like, "Hey, let's go drive by and see their house, and like kind of see the old like customers' houses too, no big deal." And we go in there, and it's a nice neighborhood, right? Like houses are around like $500,000. Like they're nice. They're older, but they're nice. And across the street from the house my sister's friend bought, there's a house with the grass all out to seed, like 3 feet tall. And it was like, come on. What are we doing?
Especially in a nice neighborhood.
Oh, okay, got you, Leonard. Awesome, man. You ever had honeycomb cereal, by the way? Honeycomb?
Delicious.
I was a big honeycomb guy growing up, and I haven't had it since I was a kid. So good, though.
I want to eat my Fruit Loops.
Okay.
We have a box of Fruit Loops now. Now I want to have them.
Okay. What happened? It's always cereal time.
Oh yeah. It's always breakfast time.
Like, there's always room for ice cream, Oh, man.
There's always room for bacon.
Facts. Actually, the family had frozen custard the other night, and I did not get anything. I was being a good boy. Really boring, though.
You feeling okay?
Actually, today I'm feeling good, yeah. Yesterday, not so much. Today's a good day.
See, that good night's sleep did it.
No, it was that pepperoni pizza I had last night, did it? Literally ordered a pizza last night while I was streaming Minecraft. So that when I would get done streaming Minecraft, it was waiting for me in the house. It was pretty lit. And it was a good pizza. Don't get me wrong. It was great. I enjoyed it. Probably a little too much. Well, it was like the only thing I had to eat yesterday, so. Frank, what does a golf course look like near you? Like, is it just all a sand trap, or like, how does that work? Or do they just like... I don't know what a golf course looks like in a desert, Just throwing it out there.
It's AstroTurf.
So it's a putt-putt mini golf, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just has a putt-putt. That's all he has. Dude, I haven't been putt-putting in a long time. It was fun back in the day. It used to be a place over in St. Louis. I don't know if it's still there. I don't think it was in a mall. It was like in the basement of a mall. And it was an indoor like putt-putt and arcade. A lot of fun. But Dad found out we went there one time and he's like, "You guys aren't allowed to go there anymore."
The basement?
To that mall in general, because it's like in a bad part of town, kind of. Like, we don't. Yeah. No shot, Frank. Make sure it didn't happen. No shot. It's like, yeah, going over to that particular place was it's kind of sketchy over there, I'll be honest.
might as well just bring your flak jacket.
Yeah, I mean, if you stay strapped to get clapped, you know, kind of thing. So dad was not too fond of us going over there. I think we only went over there like once. I mean, I hate to say this, but like back in the day when we would go like to downtown St. Louis, and this is when I was like a kid with our big old Ford van that we used to have. It was like a panel van, but it had windows all the way back and like seats and stuff, you know. Had like a bench seat in the middle and a big bench seat in the back. You could fit like 5 people on. It was great. And like as soon as we'd get off the highway, Mom would like, okay, lock the doors. Like, yeah. It's like out where I live, you didn't have to worry about that back then. Nowadays, a little different. Back then, didn't have to worry about it at all. And you get down there and it's like, okay, it's time to lock all the doors before the car gets stolen.
Whenever you go to St. Louis, always bring your worst vehicle.
Yeah, well, that thing was pretty bad. There was one stop sign in my neighborhood. Still there, obviously. But every single time we would go through that stop sign, the van would die. The engine would just turn off. Every single time. We could go to any other stop sign, and it wouldn't do it. That same stop sign, every single time the engine would die. Van could have been running for an hour. We could have been somewhere else and then like came back to home or whatever, or drove through the neighborhood. Every single time you go to that stop sign, the van would die. It was the weirdest thing. That was an awesome old van though. Big old Ford, full size. That was an awesome old van. Did that thing for a long time. Not a long time that I remember, but like before I was around, it was a thing. So yeah, pretty awesome. Make sure it didn't have a drink. Just saying. Like in the backseat of that van, like it was big, but it laid down like a futon. And you just have like a huge bed. We used to just get in the van and play like during the day, whatever. Like we were little. Yeah. First time probably has, or not, well, first time and Lord probably have some stories about that van because that was in their high school days when they were, you know, having a little fun, you know, if you catch my drift, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably have a few stories about that van. It's an awesome old van though.
Honestly, older cars are way better than the newer ones now.
But yeah, of course. Yeah, if my like family, like grandparents back in the day would have kept their like old cars, man, it'd be so lit. Just saying, they had some cool old cars back in the day. But of course, they were all, you know, used. So they were kind of, I wouldn't say beat up, but
Like
they got rid of them for a reason, you know.
The old vehicles are built, like most of them are built to be abused.
As Leonard would say, they're built different.
Mm-hmm. They're built different.
Kind of like Leonard.
I mean, it's sad though, like, our Jeep has had way more problems since we owned it, since my truck.
Sure.
My truck's a 96. Has 185,000 miles on it.
Nice.
Thing still runs nice. The Jeep thing has, I think, 8,200. No, not 82. 82,000.
Mm-hmm. 8,200 miles. Jeez.
Really? No, but that has been in the shop longer than my truck.
Gotcha.
You'd think it'd be the other way around.
Yeah, right. Well, the other thing is like you can't work on a modern car. Hardly. You know? Like it's all computer stuff, so it's hard to work on it.
Only time my truck was really in the shop for long was because of the PCM. And that thing, and like 96 Fords, PCMs were hard to find. They were impossible to find local in my area.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
A 90s Suzuki straight from Japan. That's pretty lit. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna Google that because I don't know what kind of car that is. Not a big Suzuki, like I don't really know their cars, you know. Wait, what? That thing is tough looking. It's a little truck. It's a little cab over truck. That thing is way cool. I'd love to have that at the farm. That'd be handy. That's great. That is fantastic. Yo, gun show, what's going on? It's going. Welcome in. Welcome on in. I saw a TikTok video where a guy was driving a Nissan Skyline straight from Japan. I think it's from Japan, right? Yeah. And it's the wheel's on the wrong side. It's on the right side of the car, you know? And so a cop pulled him over because the dude sitting in the driver's seat, our driver's seat, the left side of the car, was on his phone. And so the cop pulled him over like, hey, get off your phone. And like he started yelling at him. And then he like realized the wheel's on the other side. And he's like, oh man, I can't believe I did that. Like, hey, sorry guys. He's like, yeah, I get pulled over by pretty much every cop I see. His dad doesn't fit in it. Oh, I probably wouldn't then either, huh? Well, thanks then.
Someone in my town actually owns something like that little thing. That Suzuki.
Yeah.
But it's 4-door. It's a little longer.
I mean, it's kind of like the side-by-side dad bought away, you know? Like Casey, so Casey used to have a Nissan, I don't even know what it was, but a little Nissan truck. And I always thought that thing would be awesome. Like, take it to the farm and, like, you know, cut the doors off maybe, cut the roof off, why not, you know, and make it like a little farm truck. Would have been great. No, we don't need a side-by-side. We got a little farm truck. But it was in really bad shape when he got rid of it, so no thank you. Like, part of the suspension on the front end, you could just, like, put your finger through it because it had rusted away. I didn't want anything to do with that truck, honestly. But it was a fun little truck. I forget what it was called, but it was a tiny little thing. But, yeah. Alright, so chat. Besides, like, sugarcane, potatoes, sugar beet, or poplars, what should we plant in these two fields down south? Besides those things, we're not planting any of those.
Oilseed radish.
Or oilseed radish. If you're planting seasons and it was like in the fall, I can see doing that.
After corn harvest, yeah.
Yeah. Or cotton. Not doing cotton either. Basically the boring crops. Which one should we plant? Just saying. Doing all this up here in wheat, so what should we plant down there, chat?
I'll have the last pass.
Okay, I'll start on it and just meet you out in the middle somewhere.
Alright.
I gotta drive that way anyway. Well.
Let's do kern.
Sunflower, corn. Oh boy. I kind of like the idea of kern. Except for we have to change cedars, which is fine.
Yeah. Or we could, yeah. We would have to change cedars anyway for sunflowers.
True.
Or we could do beans. Or canola.
Canola? What do we, how much do we have? We have some corn in storage. We have some of everything but wheat.
A lot of barley. A lot of beans.
Do a poll? Nah. Nah. I mean, if Sean's here and wants to do it, he can. Or if Leonard, I don't know if Leonard wants to do it. One of the mods, they can do it if they really want to.
Really, the lowest one is corn.
Yeah. I'm down with card. You want to do a poll of what we should plant in the southern field, Sean? Not root crop, not sugarcane and not poplars.
Cotton.
Well,
Cotton,
No
yeah.
cotton.
yeah, no, our
poplar,
cotton. Yeah, no
wheat
cotton.
crop,
Basically wheat,
and
which we're
radish.
no wheat because we're planting wheat up here. Barley, canola, sunflower, corn, canola, soybeans, that kind of stuff.
Are we rotating or?
I think so, but I think
What's
Sarge's width might be a little different, right? What's your width again, Sarge? Sorry.
My width is
100.71.
100.71.
And were you on the north-south line or the east-west?
I was on the east-west and just rotated.
Okay, cool. I did the same, so we should be lined up then. Hopefully. You change your width, Rox?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I think I have that planting glitch
What do you mean?
where your cedar is technically up, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
still planting.
Ground's uneven, it'll do that. The command you're looking for is FC. FC. Go. I can look and tell you February 13th, 2021. About that. I like they added that. All I have to do is click on somebody's name in chat and I can see like a lot about them. How long they've been following, what badges they have, their chat history, how many times they've been banned or anything, their mod comments, like so much I can see. Great. Guys, vote in the poll. What should we plant? Go vote in the poll.
I remember my following got messed up.
A lot
one
of
day.
people have like unfollowed and stuff by accident.
Yeah, it's because I was working outside and my phone was in my pocket, not realizing I had your stream open. And in the pocket, it unfollowed.
Gotcha. Wait.
Look at what Carson posted.
Oh, that's a tweet.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
my sarcasm too.
Yeah.
Or to have a heat-related injury or death, it's got to be hot. So, duh.
It's kind of, yeah, okay, fair play. Most of the time when I see a tweet, I don't even look at it, but it is kind of a cool thing to have, the Twitter stuff going, but I usually don't pay attention to it. Of course it has to be hot, duh. Yeah, because in the winter you hear of people, like, dying from a heart attack from, like, shoveling snow, but not really, like, heat stroke.
No, not so much.
I mean, if you're working hard to move some snow.
Yeah, but usually that's hard. My uncle, by the way, a couple of years ago, he was shoveling his driveway. My uncle's like in his 80s now. So he was like upper 70s. And he was shoveling his driveway. And like he did part of it. He just didn't feel good at all. So over the next like 3 days, he shoveled his entire driveway. And then he's just like, didn't feel good, didn't feel good, didn't feel good. Finally, he went like to a doctor. Like, dude, you had a massive heart attack. Like, how did you not just, you know, die on your driveway? But he's
Some
good
people
now.
are built different.
Yeah, he is built different. You're right. He is. I kind of didn't. I always knew that like he worked for one of those like government things that like makes or not, or the government contractor that we have in St. Louis that like, you know, makes airplanes for the government. You know.
Not Lockheed Martin. That's in Colorado.
Oh, it's not Lockheed. Used to be McDonnell Douglas, and then it's Boeing now.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was Boeing.
Yeah, it was Mac back in the day, but I didn't realize what he did. I always knew he worked with something with the airplanes, but I didn't know beyond that. After a test flight, he would fix any issues. That's what he did. So like before it would go like, here, military, here's the keys, you know, he was the one that would like make sure it was good. Like that's kind of crazy. So yeah, looks like we're planting kern. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you voting. Appreciate it, guys. We will do that. We will do that. Either way, we were going to switch theaters, it looks like. So, we go planting. Just turn it off when it does that. And then, well, I probably shouldn't say that, but we have another family member that works for that same company. And, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. I have no idea what they do. Not a clue. And that's honest, I have no clue what they do. Because they can't say.
That's secretive.
They work in what they call the black box.
Oh.
They can't say anything. How was work today? Can't say anything. They say anything, they get in trouble, so they say nothing. So like my dad was trying to talk to him the other day, or at that party. I was like, how's work going? He's like, just kind of looked at my dad, and Dad's like, oh yeah, forgot, sorry.
Shook his head, like,
yeah, can't tell you.
that also sucks if you work in like Black Ops or Top Secret Eyes Only stuff.
Yep.
They just look at you like,
my cousin's, one of my cousin's husbands was a C-130 mechanic, like, you know, Air Force.
Yeah.
And when he would be deployed, all he could say is it's cold and dark at night. That's all he could say about where he was or anything. I don't know. Yeah.
My uncle.
Which, I mean, Sarge, you've probably been through that, huh?
Yeah.
My uncle, when he was deployed, he couldn't say anything at all.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the family he would say, he couldn't say where he was, but at the end, after he got out.
Sure, yeah, because you don't want to. There's a lot of details in the moment you just shut up about, but, you know, you could probably let some of that stuff go later.
It's like, my uncle, he talks about service, my grandpa doesn't.
Yeah.
They're exact opposite.
I just
You
noticed.
ask that?
I just noticed Sarge was going slower than me, so there you go.
Oh, well, thank you.
You ask my grandpa about like the service, he will not say a word.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of guys, like, especially like the Vietnam era, like they're not gonna talk. That's all there is to it.
My grandpa served in the Korean War.
Yeah.
His younger brother actually served in Nam.
Yeah, my uncle served in Nam, and he's like, nope, he doesn't talk about nothing. And he wasn't, I mean, he was there, but he was a truck mechanic. So, like, he wasn't necessarily out fighting every day, you know, per se. He was, but still.
He still saw, though.
Yeah, he, not about it. So.
My grandpa was a teletyper mechanic.
Oh.
So, he failed the test to actually do the typing, how fast you would, like, you had to be fast to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But, yet, explain, like, repairing it was simple to him.
I used
It
to
was
cut.
practically point A, point B, connected.
Gotcha. I used to cut grass for a guy who was, we found this out, like, way, like, towards the end of us cutting grass for the guy, because he finally started, like, opening up a little bit. He was, like, 80 years old at the time. But, like, you know, we never asked him, because I feel like it's rude to ask, you know?
Yeah.
As, you know, people may not want to talk. So it's why even, you know, like, I don't know. But he worked in counterintelligence during World War II.
Oof.
And, yeah, he didn't talk about anything. Like, he finally told us that. That was, like, all he ever said. Is that he worked in, like, counterintelligence in World War II. And even, like, he was, like, you know, in his 80s at the time. He still didn't go by his, like, real name. Nobody called him his real name. He did not want his real name out there. He was very, like, private about that stuff. I mean, we knew his real name. But, like, nobody called him his real name. Yeah. He always had a P.O. box at the post office. Any piece of mail, he never wanted it sent to his house. Like, he didn't shop at regular stores. He would drive to Whiteman Air Force Base and shop at the BX. Like, he was very...
Oh, that's a pretty good trip.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
If he was local to you guys, that's a long trip.
Yeah, he lived right around the corner from us, kind of.
Man.
Yeah, super awesome guy, though. Him and his wife both were just... They were so nice. So nice.
Old habits die hard.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was kind of crazy. You know what? Fair play. Do I know for sure it was his real name? No. No. We know. I have no idea. I mean, I never saw like a driver's license or anything, you know? So.
I bet he paid with cash too.
Yes. Every time. Yeah. Yeah. He was a cash customer. Never a check. No paper trails. No, not with him. He was the nicest guy ever, but he was kind of strange. Or not strange, but just super private, you know? Like super private. Like there was something wrong with a toilet or something at his house one time. Like it wouldn't turn off or something, like always running. And instead of calling like a plumber, because that would be a random person in your house, you know? He actually called my dad and was like, hey, I've known you for like 30 years. Can you come over and help me? And of course dad was like, yeah, sure thing. But like, he wouldn't call just anybody for like, you know, a service call like that. He would not do that. Kind of crazy, but super nice guy. Really liked him. He was a good guy. And we had this other customer who was a Marine. And I say, you know, you're always a Marine, right? Once you're a Marine, you're a Marine.
Once a Marine, always a Marine.
The guy was 85, and I'm pretty sure he could have snapped me like a twig. Super nice guy though too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of weird. Like, you know, I was young when we were cutting a lot of these yards, and it's like we had a whole bunch of grandparents we were cutting grass for, because like it was all local people that were super nice. They'd known my parents forever, and like they were just like extra sets of grandparents, you know. Is how I always kind of looked at a lot of them. So, super nice people. Oh yeah, it was good memories of those guys for sure. Especially those two I'm talking about, like the super private guy and the Marine. Those are my two favorite. Their yards kind of sucked, but like the guys were cool.
I love just hearing their stories, what they did.
Yeah, so the last when the Marine was still alive, the last probably year, like that last summer we were cutting his grass when he was still alive, we would pretty much go there, and he was still working at the time. He owned a business, and his granddaughter would come pick him up, take him to work for maybe an hour, get him some lunch, and then take him back home, because that's about all he could handle at the time, you know. And he would sit in his garage on the lawn chair, garage door open, and wait for his granddaughter. Well, it just happened like our schedule would always work out where we would be there. And basically the entire time we were there, I would just stand in the garage and talk to him. I wouldn't even cut his grass. Casey's brother and I were cutting grass that year together, and Casey's brother would just take the lawnmower and go do his thing, and I would have the trimmer, and once they would leave, which we were basically done, I would actually trim a little bit, and we'd head on our way. But I would just talk to him, listen to his old stories, and yeah, super awesome guy. I'm gonna be that old guy sitting in my garage someday, you know, waiting for somebody to pick me up so I can, you know, talk to the lawn guys. You know?
Tony just comes and picks you up.
Never know, man. You say Tony?
Yeah.
Oh God. Please no. Please no.
I mean, my brother, his job is secretive.
Is it? Oh, he's in the military, isn't he?
Yeah. Technically, we know his rank, but we know what he is, but we don't really know what he is.
Yeah. And, you know, the whole, like, secret thing, that's not a bad thing, usually.
Oh,
it's for their safety a lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
Like, with travel and stuff, you don't want to be like, oh, this platoon's coming home. No. You don't.
especially if you're spec ops.
Yeah. Just don't talk about that stuff a lot. And there's nothing.
Things like troop movement, stuff like that. No, that is never public.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too dangerous. Way too dangerous.
Especially when you start talking when,
Yeah.
where, how many.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly.
Where's the?
They're over in that
over.
other shed over in the 30 field, Sarge. I believe. I can see them, but like I'm pretty sure that's what they are.
Yeah,
It's
that's where
Friday or Saturday. Saturday's the 5th, right?
Like this, like in a couple days.
Yeah. This Saturday is the 5th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to be in stream Saturday.
It's all good. When somebody asks when you leave, you just say yes. I mean, yeah, I can see that. I am way too close. What am I doing? I even have the dot on the ground and everything, and I still missed. A rumph. A rumph.
Don't worry, I had to take a lap too. Well, no, I was lined up, and then I was a little too forward, and then I
and you
backed
can't
up,
really-
and that's when the
yeah.
trailer.
It all went wrong, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It happens. All right.
Oh, these don't have fertilizer.
No, so we'll have to fertilize again after.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, and I was trying to line up to that first bin. That first bin's lime. That doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. Boy, I
Knock
could
this
like
off before we head out.
take a nap as long as this is going to take to fill, huh? At least we're only planting 2 fields with that, because I know they're like, they don't hold a lot of seed either.
There's 3 of us going. So.
Yeah.
I remember was it 17 this was added?
That
With the
cedar
Big Bud deal, yeah,
was-
Big Bud DLC.
Yeah.
There was a glitch early on with it where if you had the smaller seed tender for that smaller,
Oh, you could put it
Either.
behind it, yeah.
you put it in. No, you would put it in front of it,
Oh,
and that's how you get it done.
that might still work, honestly.
They patched that in like one of the early updates.
Darn.
I know, it was so great. It's like, yes, finally, we can have something more than 6,000 seed.
Statement, this is Griffin, Indiana. It's a fantastic map. It is available in the mod hub, PC and console. Great map. And this is an older version of it too. I saw somebody playing the newer version, and like the main homestead up there is totally different. But this is the older one.
I know
Never
custom modding did practically redid this one.
Yeah.
All they did was add an attachment to the back so they could add their liquid fertilizer tank to it.
Nice. Very nice. All right. Actually, I think before I start on corn planting, I'm gonna run the house for my 3 o'clock break. Scheduled 3 o'clock break, kind of. Got to take a break, you know. Got to take a break once in a while, guys. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Go. So yeah. I would think the updated version's on console, yeah. I would assume so. I don't know that for a fact, but I would assume. Yeah. It probably is. Like I said, though, that is a guess. I would. Yeah. So I wonder, since they put Courseplay in the mod hub, I would assume that means it has like less issues and stuff now, right?
You would
And, like,
think.
What does that mean? Like, would they?
Think that.
Well, remember, John, Giants doesn't test their
That's
mods.
you know, you're not wrong. Actually, that's the sad thing. He's not wrong.
It could have more problems.
That's true.
But if I'm gonna run Courseplay, I'm getting it from the GitHub.
Well, it'd be interesting to see like which one gets the updated versions first, or that they like, get them at the same time. It's
Now,
going to be interesting.
how is it compatible to consoles? Question.
No, I'm sure it's not. Just
There's
because
so
they
much-
add something to Mod Hub doesn't mean it's on console Mod Hub. Those are still separate things. All right, so this might be the most overkill card and planting tractor ever, but hey, I already was hooked up. And these Cedars bully smaller tractors, so you really kind of have to run like a big tractor, you know?
You never know, John. The Larsons got their JD.
Yeah, but that's a 60-foot planter too.
True.
And it's on skinny belts. I'm running wide belts.
Yeah, I'm running the 3-meter.
Yeah.
Dude.
Which that is an awesome rig that they plant with, by the way.
Plus, then once you get the rock box on,
Yeah. Yeah.
that thing looks so, like, even these tractors look so weird without having a rock
Anything.
box or even a weight holder.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna run the house. I will be back in. Alrighty, boys, I'm back. Welcome. Thanks for sticking around while I ran the house. Thanks for follow while I was away as well. I appreciate it. How's it going? Necessary stretch break, if nothing else. You know. I'm just saying, boys. Very, very necessary. All right. Ready to jump back in. How y'all doing? Welcome. Let's get back into TeamSpeak and talk to Sergeant Rox. All right, I'm back.
Alrighty.
What's our width on these things? Plus, need to rotate my line again.
Rox and I are both running 59.71. Oh,
Okay.
mine's at 70 again.
5970. Wait, 59. What am I doing? 59.
59.
What is it? 71?
Yeah. Even though I changed mine, mine switched back for some reason.
0.71, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. I did 9.5 instead of 15. I'm okay. Numbers are hard, okay?
Yes, they are.
What was the cultivator about?
I may or may not have planted sunflower.
Oh. Hey, Rox, I got this north edge, okay?
Got it.
All right, I was like, did we miss something when we cultivated? Like, what is going on here? I'm so
No.
confused.
I dumbed up. I
It
looked down
happens.
at my level, but I forgot to change my crap.
It's all good. It happens. It definitely happens. Wouldn't be the first time, you know? Tony planted half of the big field that time in the wrong crop.
Luckily, we caught it early. I mean, Sarge got it early.
Oh, that's good. It will be good, though.
Luckily, it was one pass.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all, then. Let's see. Something going on out in Los Angeles County. I got an alert on my scanner a little while ago. Something's going on out there. A lot of people listening to radio out there.
Another car fire?
I don't know. It's California. Who knows?
Be a wildfire.
Yeah. Could be something like police involved. Who knows?
Oh.
Never know.
Could be anything.
Usually when I hear, like, get an alert on here, I'll hear something about it in the news usually. Like, oh, that was what I heard. Okay. So.
Oh, another 150 mile an hour police chase.
Tony, do you just, like... Are you just, like, lurking at work, and then, like, every single time I happen to mention your name, you, like, pop up and say something? Like, what's the strat here? You on, like, your smoke break? Or, like, what's going on here?
Bug break.
For the kid that doesn't smoke, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, it's the Hawaiian Punch break.
Ah. Maybe he's just like a big AirPod guy, has this in his ear. I don't know. Thanks for the host. Welcome in. How's it going? Appreciate it. I don't know. Kind of funny though. Kind of funny there, Tony. Maybe he like got off work early or something. Never know. My seeder's not in the ground, but it's still seeding. Let's go. This field's so uneven up here in this corner.
Oh yes, it is. Sometimes on some maps you just want to take the flattening tool and just flatten the entire map.
Well, the problem here is the train tracks are so elevated.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, was that forest supposed to be logged?
I don't know. We did it. They were all cuttable trees. Gotcha, Tony. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it. You're still working, right? Right? Oh, you just tell it what to do and watch it work. I got you. So you are currently working. You probably shouldn't be on your phone while you're currently working, right? Although that place sounds kind of relaxed. He was saying like everybody has like their earbud or AirPods in, like just listening to whatever. Sounds kind of cool. Like a good place to work. Just saying. And Tony, I need you to tell me the name of the crop again, and if you can't say it on stream, that's fine. But like, message me because I keep trying to tell Dad, but I can't remember. So like, I really just need you to tell me when I'm around my dad. You know, that's really what I need, Tony. To be completely honest. So yeah. Yeah, Leonard shouldn't. How's work today, Leonard? Big AirPod all day guy, huh? All right. Leonard would never be like doing non-work related activities at work, right? Though in fairness, I think Leonard has probably the most relaxed work environment. At least that's what it sounds like. Very relaxed there. So, yeah. Awesome. Did you guys make like going up to that ranch then? Did that happen, Leonard? Or no? I haven't talked to you since like Thursday. Crazy. But I guess I saw a couple of things like the wife posted on like her snap, but yeah. Fair play, Leonard. Fair play. Fair play. So this fields are going to take a minute, huh?
At least we're not planting. At least
Yeah.
we're not doing corn on the big field.
I mean, this field's pretty big though. But it's all good. They said follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? And we
And we
can,
get the DB120.
right. But then we can fertilize right after we get done planting too.
Yep.
We don't have to wait for it to grow. Just get it done. Pretend we're Larson Farms and put down fertilizer with a sprayer.
I would like to see that sprayer in this game.
I would. Yeah, a big, yeah, because realistically, if we look at the tow behind sprayers, I've always been a fan of the tow behind sprayers.
Yes.
The problem with them, though, is they go so slow.
You should be able to haul at 10 miles an hour or 14.
But that's, I mean, they go 7.
7.
But if you think about it, this one that we have here, okay, 6,000 liter capacity. That's not bad, probably, right? Like, how many gallons is 6,000 liters? So if you think about it, like, we basically have the sprayer. We just, the speed is kind of lacking.
Yeah.
Leonard, I totally understand, and that's actually why, like, I haven't talked to you about it. That's why I don't bring it up. I want to, trust me, but that's why. Because I'm sure you're tired of it. Because when I went through stuff, the last thing I wanted to do was talk about it. I'd rather play Farm Sim and talk about that. Like, talk about, you know? Totally understand. Totally get it. Looked like you guys were having fun at the lake, too, by the way. 1,500 gallons? Okay. So they're Larson's, I mean, my L's confused now. Larry?
Lenny?
Larson's sprayer is like, what was it, 4,200 gallons?
Yeah.
Or not 42, like 20, or was it 4,200? It's a bunch, whatever it was. No, it wasn't 4. It was like 2,400 gallons.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Wow. Yeah, I get you, Leonard. So, no, I totally understand where you're coming from as far as, like, I want to talk about it. Totally understand. Yeah.
Well, even that, or like having their cat 2-track, which I know you could easily get.
Yeah.
Or is that a cat or a Challenger? Same company.
Kind of the same thing. Yeah, I think theirs is old enough. It might be a cat still.
Yeah.
The other thing, though, I would like to see a sprayer in this game on tracks, because that just looks way cool.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Looks way cool.
Or like having the tractors all have like the American signs. Because isn't the John Deere the only one has the American signs on it?
By American signs, you mean not having any signs?
Yeah.
Or just like the orange triangle, I guess it has, yeah.
Just like John Deere's are just the orange triangle. The cases would just be that bar on the back without the flash, the signs.
Yep. Need to find a modder. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of them out there.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't surprise me if somebody would work on, I mean, Larson's, they're a popular channel, and somebody was apparently working on their map. Like, a map of their farm at one time. I don't know if it's still a thing, but, you know, you have, like, Millennials Thunder Creek, and you have, you know, Millennials Auger Wagon, which apparently is getting a new one, by the way. Larson's Auger Wagon's in here, in Farm Sim now. Been in for a while, so you never know.
Ooh, did you see Custom's new Demco Auger Wagons?
No, I have not.
They're nice. And they have that slow tarping where the tarp, you can actually see the arm roll the tarp up and over.
That's cool.
It is. And like, at first I'm like, wait a minute, did I not have my tarp open? Once you wait the second and you can see it roll over.
Wow.
That's what I like.
The man, how's it going? Welcome on in.
You can also sort of design it as Larson's Auger Wagon too. Because it has the Patriot Farmer.
Larson's, I don't have that one.
Not Larson's, Millennial. Yeah, you can also have it, like multiple colors.
Yeah. That's cool. Unload speed isn't terrible on those. That's good.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
Custom did really good job on that one.
Yeah, Custom, like, does a good job on everything. What are you talking about? Custom's great.
Oh, yeah. with some of them, like them doing this planner,
Mhm.
all they did was make it no-till and add a fertilizer.
Yeah, well, that's all it needed. The man, appreciate it, man, as always. Are they in the mod hub? The
Yes,
Demcos?
I
I'll have to
think
check them out.
so.
Somebody posted a picture of Larson's shop. Like in Farm Sim, Zach, or like IRL? Interesting. Either way. That is quite a shop they have, by the way.
It is.
Like, I would have no need for a shop like that, but man, I kind of want it, you know?
I mean, if
Just
you
say-
look at them, they have, what, 3 quad tracks,
Yeah.
John Deere.
They have a lot of big stuff. They need a big shop.
Oh, yeah. And they
Well,
were
like,
able to pack.
What's
They
their
got
name?
2.
Yeah, they're both planners in there at the same time, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the 2 combines, the 4 quads.
Yeah.
And they still had
Oh, yeah,
what,
still
2 trucks in there.
Oh, yeah. But just
Yeah,
that the giant wash bay that they have is insane.
Oh, yeah. Well,
And then they're like,
don't
oh,
they-
we need a small wash bay too, because why not? What? Crazy.
now they're putting that concrete
Outside, yeah.
outside.
Brian's farming
And if-
videos, they're talking about building a big shop too. I can't wait to see what they come up with. I don't think it'll be quite as insane as Larson's, but it's still going to be an awesome shop.
And now they're also going to finish that deck.
Yeah, I heard him say that, which price of lumber is outrageous, so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got you, Tony. That's cool. Pretty neat. I would totally go play a Larson Farms farm sim map. I'd play that in a heartbeat. You'd probably want to make it 4x, right?
4, yeah.
Probably. Just to kind of hit the size that they have. That'd be way cool, though. How much attention do the cows need? A little bit. Need water more than anything.
Also, like, if you look at it, it practically looks like some of the millennial
What's that?
little Larsons. Some of it you could exactly look at millennials and be like, yeah, I know that's some of that area.
Oh, well, I mean, they're not that far apart.
No, they're not.
It's really black, sticky dirt, you know? We don't have dirt like that around here. Let's put it that way. Not at all.
It's like, didn't you hear they're playing corn on corn in some areas on there
Yeah.
this year?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
I was just surprised that they were doing that. Normally,
Gotcha.
I was just surprised when they said they were doing corn on corn.
It's a big thing
And so-
around here.
Yeah, since they're precision, I was thinking they're just going to do all.
Yeah.
I guess soy green is expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds like that stuff's not cheap. Sounds like it really works, though.
Yeah.
This sounds pretty cool, but I don't know.
Or like, I would like to use their fertilizer trailer, like the one with the water tanks and the deductors that they put on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's, I think I'd have to open up the curtain sides, though. I wouldn't want to be in there, just like in there. Like, no, thank you.
Oh.
That other tank they have is crazy with all the other tanks on the outside and stuff. That actual like tanker trailer.
Yeah, with
That
the
thing's
crane.
insane. I don't know how they like. This valve has to be open, and that there's too much to it. I would not be able to run that trailer.
You'd look at that thing and be like,
Yeah.
"There's a
No.
manual for this." Oh, they
I
broke
gotta-
that thing a long time ago.
I gotta wash my beard. I'm pretty sure. So that trailer is crazy.
Or like, see, I like their seed and fertilizer trailer that they had for.
Yeah, the
Corn.
corn. That one's cool too. Yeah,
I'd love to have that one on the mod hub.
that would be cool. Holy cow.
I
Man,
like their
seeding-
sulfur.
Seeding was going like so nice and fast, and then we put corn seeding on. It's like, well, you know. DB 120, anyone?
Don't be opposed.
I have to add that. I do have fast corn heads, so I'm not a fast corn planter, right? I mean, we're going 9 miles an hour, which is still like really fast anyway, you know?
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, but you're used to
Oh,
going faster, bigger with the other ones.
Yeah.
So,
Don't the Larsons plant their beans at 10?
no, their bean planter's not high speed.
Oh, the
I
corn
mean,
is.
he was still going like 7, 8 miles an hour.
Mass.
Yeah.
He was moving along.
I was watching Brian's farming videos the other day, Sarge.
Oh.
So I know we've talked about the speed thing before. They were planting corn at 10 miles an hour, or sorry, 12 miles per hour with a 99.5 singulation. It's like, dang. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, Tony. Yeah, that's, I mean, it's amazing how much technology like has changed a planter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like, it's
Your installation. That
it's pretty good.
I'd like to see what it is at. How much do you have?
Yeah. It's crazy. You know, nowadays they have like hydraulic downforce for each row. Like, oh, that row hit a soft spot, so it kind of lifts up a little, or what, vice versa. It's like, that's crazy. Of course, the amount of money you can spend on a corn planter these days, too, is absolutely insane. So, yeah. It's not like the olden days where everything was, you know, ground drive and all that.
Still reliable.
Yeah, it was. Definitely was. I feel like a lot of these changes they've come up with just allow you to plant in wetter conditions. You can like cheat a little more now, you know?
You can plant earlier.
Yeah. Which I will say, the first corn that got planted around here is, and I know it doesn't matter now, what matters is what goes in the grain bin, but it is the best looking corn out of all of it. The like 2 or 3 fields that got planted the first day, and then it rained for a couple days, and so everything else is a little delayed. That is the best looking corn right now.
Yeah, our corn around us like looking really good. Same with the beans.
Beans are kind of delayed here a little bit. Yeah, Tony, it is crazy how much trouble he has with that planter. Brian's bean planter. That's that thing. Junk. Needs to get a momentum.
Our beans are, if not,
Knee
some
high?
of them are. No, we're not that stage yet.
Ours are just out of the ground.
Ours is probably like an inch or 2.
Yeah.
Corn is actually looking nice.
We got knee high here.
Our corn is a little delayed. We had some snow late in the season, so it set some of them back.
A rotary hoe, Zach? Wow. That's usually not good when you got to break out the old rotary hoe. Brother-in-law was done a couple weeks early. Nice. Nice. Yeah, pretty much all the corn around here has been like side dressed already, fertilized, you know, and yesterday our guys that bought the farm, they were spraying corn. So basically now they're just gonna sit back and watch it grow. Like they're pretty much done with corn now. Once you spray it now, you're pretty well done. So yep. That early corn does look good, doesn't it, Zach? Yeah, it's your family member too, but you know, it's really good looking corn. And like you said, it doesn't matter how it looks now. It matters what goes in the bin at the end of the year. But it sure does look really good. But it's funny because there's a field closer to town where part of it was planted before the rain and part of it was planted after the rain, and that field looks terrible. So it's kind of weird.
Some spots it's high, other spots it's low.
Yeah.
Some there's not even corn up in.